Hey guys, it's Jeff here. Welcome to a mod showcase in the top 100 mods that we're going to be going through. Now this is the JourneyMap mod, which is absolutely amazing. You can see it over there in the top right hand corner, and as you can see it looks pretty cool, but there are so many features to this map that it is absolutely amazing, which is one of the reasons why it is actually one of the most downloaded mods. And yeah, we are going to be going through the top 100 mods based on downloads, and this is one of them, and you'll see why it is so popular in a second. So basically, as you can see, there's a nice map there on the top right hand screen. If we press J on the keyboard, we come up with the options screen, and we can zoom into this map using the scroll wheel or the buttons on the right to zoom in and zoom out. And I just love the display of this this mod as well. It just looks really it's really easy to use. Everything is very clear, very big, and yeah, it just makes it just really easy to look at and to use. So as you can see, there's a pretty traditional map here that you can see. We can change it to today. We can change it to night as well. We can have the caves on as well if we're going underground. We can display the mobs, or we can turn them off. As you can see, there's a few creepers down there, a few skeletons as well, and spiders. We can leave them on. We can show the animals, or we can take them off. We can show pets. We can show the villages. I don't think there's any villages here at the moment. We can also show the grid, or we can turn that off if you don't like to have the grid. Now there are waypoints here as well, and I haven't made any waypoints. I'll show you about that in a second. There's the theme that we can change to a kind of a more black and white theme like that. I kind of like this theme though. I think it's called the Victorian theme, and it is pretty cool. And there's the options here and the actions. Now I'll show you the options first, and then we'll have a look at the actions that we can do with the map. And yeah, some of the actions are pretty amazing, but we'll have a look at the options here that we can play around with. And as you can see, there's so many things that you can configure. This is for the mini map. And we can choose what we want to show in the map. The mobs, the players, we show ourselves, the waypoints, the icons, whether they're small. We can show the caves. We can change the way we display the location, X, Z, Y, or X, Y, Z. I don't know why it's traditionally X, Z, Y. I think it's usually X, Z, Y. I'm not quite sure why, but I kind of like it X, Y, Z. There's the map heading. We have it the way we're facing is up, otherwise we have north is up. And now I get confused if it's if the map turns around with the way I'm facing, so I like to have north always at the top. We can change it to the top right, bottom left, top center. So yeah, we'll put it bottom right and we'll have a look at that. We can change the shape to a square or a rectangle. We can have compass heading or my heading as the reticle heading. Then we have the compass font scale, the frame opacity, the map opacity, the size of the map as well. So let's reduce the size a little bit down to 25 here. We're going to make the map opacity to 50, and we'll have a look and see how that goes. We can actually preview it here. As you can see, it is slightly opaque, so we'll see how that goes. So we should be able to see the scenery behind the map as well. There's the minimap preset 2. I think we can change these with a hotkey, and there's also the full screen map. So the full screen map can have different options as well. So it can be different to the mini map, which is definitely very handy. There's the web map, and we're going to get to this in a second, but this is pretty exciting and a new feature that's definitely really handy. The waypoints, we can have the death points here. We can have the maximum distance of the waypoint, so that once you get a distance away from the waypoint, it will actually disappear. So if you do have a lot of waypoints that you're using and you don't want them all cluttering up the map, if you're traveling around, you can actually have them disappear after 100 blocks or 200 blocks or however many blocks you want them. So we can make them disappear after 63 blocks, and maybe we can check that out and see how that works. We also have the waypoint beacons, so we can have a stationary beacon, we can have a rotating beacon, we can show the name, the distance, the label as well, or we can auto hide the label, or we can disable them from here. So it's definitely pretty handy. We can also have the cartography, and this is the way the landscape is shown on the map. So we can show the crops, show the plants, anti-aliasing, which I think is the showing the shading effects of the elevation. So if your computer's a little bit slow, you might want to turn this off. Otherwise, turn it on for enhanced shading effects. Use transparency there as well. We can have cave lighting, show plant shadows, and bathymetry, which is the cartography of the oceans, of the ocean floor. So we get to see, you know, the rises and the you know, the different way the ocean floor moves. We can have that on, or we can turn it off, so it's just a straight ocean. And then lastly, we get to the advanced options, and there is so much here. It's just absolutely amazing. But yeah, we look at the browser poll, which I think is how quickly the map actually checks with the game to work out what has been updated. So if you make this lower, it will check much quicker and be much more accurate, but it will also slow your game down a bit. So yeah, so I generally just leave these at their default settings. If you're having problems with speed or lag, you may want to reduce some of these to see if you can improve performance, but you can pretty much just leave these the way they are, because they are the advanced options. So yeah, that is all pretty cool. Let's close this and let's see how our map looks. We've got it down at the bottom right hand side. As you can see, it is partly transparent there, so I can actually see my hand excuse me, underneath the map, which is kind of cool. It does make it a little bit harder to see the map, but it is definitely a cool feature, and you can play around with the different levels of opaqueness there. So that's really awesome. Now lastly, I wanted to show you just one really nifty feature of this map, and something that really makes it one of the top 100 mods for Minecraft. And yeah, we're going to have a look at that. If we press J, if we go to the action setting, now we can save the map, which is really cool. So we can save the map. You can, as I think it's a PNG file, and you can send it to other people if people are jumping on your server, and if they have no idea what's around, you can save the map for them. It'll have your waypoints on there. You can send it to your friends, and they can have a look at it and figure out where they are. And so that's really awesome. You can also use the browser. Now this not only allows you to use your browser on your PC or wherever you're playing Minecraft from, but you can actually use it on your Android device or your other devices, or your laptop if it's connected to the internet. You can have your laptop next to your PC. So let's have a look at this, and I'll show you how this works. So it automatically loads up the browser and goes to localhost 8080. Now, if you're connecting from another device, you'll need your desktop internet IP address, so that you can connect. Say if you have a laptop next to your computer. So obviously, if you're playing the game, you can't have it loaded up in your browser, and you can't see both at the same time. But you can actually set it up on your laptop right next to your computer. So while you're playing Minecraft, you can have a full screen map showing you what's around, and that is just absolutely amazing. So yeah, I think it's one of the great features of this mod. So yeah, as you can see, you can set this up on your laptop next to your game, next to your PC, or put it on your Android device, and have the map there while you're playing. And you can have all of these things showing up. You can zoom in and zoom out. You can move around to the map to see what's around, and yeah, it's just absolutely fantastic. So this is just yeah, one of the best mods out there. I can't think of anything bad about this mod at the moment. I'm just really loving it. It all seems very fluid. I love the graphics that they have here, and just the amount of options that they have available. So I'm just going to turn this off for the moment. We'll go back to the map here on Minecraft. Yeah, so it's fantastic. I love the little graphics here. You see, not only do you see the mobs I should say, but you actually see where they're facing. You see them turning around. Look at these guys. Look at these squid turning around. We see this creeper here. He's facing this way. He's moving around. We don't want him there. We can turn him off, and he's gone. turn him back on, there he is. It's just so easy to use, and it's really good. I'm trying to think of something bad, of a negative for this map, but I can't. I honestly can't think of anything at the moment. I mean, I may think of something a little bit later, but at the moment, I think they've done a great job with this mod, and it's definitely a map that I'm going to use in the future for my series. So I'll put the download link below and some of the instructions below on the forum, where you can get some advice if you want to set it up on an Android device or a laptop next to your PC. I'll show you how to do that. Well, I won't show you how to do that, but I'll give you the link where you can have a look at those instructions. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this mod showcase. This is the JourneyMap mod, one of the top 100 mods, and yeah, I'll be back for more mod showcases very soon. So thank you for watching. See you all again. Bye.